Hi everyone, winter unfortunately is well and truly here, but that does not mean that you cannot improve your golf swing, because this is where I step in. I'm going to show you a different drill every single day that will help you improve your golf swing. You're not going to have to hit any golf balls or even go outside. One of the most common swing faults in golf is swinging over the top. So I want you to take a club, a sock, and find a clear wall. So the sock itself isn't actually part of the drill, it's just to put over the club head to protect your wall. First of all, I want you to just stand a little bit away from the wall, and then I want you to take the club to the top of your backswing and just place the club on the wall. Now, if you are a golfer that does come over the top on the downswing, as soon as you start this drill, that club head is going to come straight off the wall. Now, what I do want you to do is feel like that club head tracks along the wall, not leaving it until the club is parallel to the ground. Once you're in this position, you can then start turning and get yourself into a really nice impact position, and that path is going to be transformed from a swing that comes over the top to a more neutral into out swing path. So by doing this drill, it will really give you the feel of what your downswing should feel like and stop you coming over the top and bring you more into a neutral or an even into out swing path, where both of these things are going to help you get rid of those fades or slices and turn it into a more desirable draw shape. Day 2 of improving your golf swing at home, and today we are going to have a look at your takeaway. This drill is great for you to see how you are starting your golf swing. We want to start correctly in the takeaway as it stands us in good stead for the rest of the golf swing. For this takeaway drill, we need 2 balls, an iron, and a shoe or head cover. To set this drill up, I want you to place a ball on the floor. I then want you to take your iron and roughly an iron length behind, I want you to place your shoe or head cover. Now this is going to be the barrier for this ball, which I want you to place about 10 centimeters behind the first ball. So I want you to take your golf club and place it between the 2 balls on the floor. Take your normal setup, and then I want you to gently move the ball backwards towards the shoe. If the ball hits the shoe, you know that your takeaway is nice and straight and on the right plane, and it's going to stand you in good stead to come back down on the right plane as well. Where if the ball misses the shoe behind, that shows that your takeaway is working too much on the inside, and this is going to promote an over the top downswing into the ball. So the aim of this drill is to really get your takeaway working on a nice neutral plane going back. If you do this, the ball is going to hit into that shoe every time, and it will give you the perfect feel of how to start your golf swing. If the ball is missing the shoe on the inside, you know you're either rolling your hands, pulling the club backwards, and that's encouraging the ball to miss that shoe to the right, which is going to encourage an over the top movement on the way down, because you have no space to go from that position where the club is stuck behind you. And today we are going to fix that chicken wing, and by chicken wing I don't mean the spicy kind. What I mean is, on your follow through, if your lead arm looks bent and collapsed and you've dragged it this way, that's the chicken wing. From this angle, you can see how much that lead elbow collapses and points down towards the target. What we want it to look like is something more like this. So it's more extended out. So what this is going to help with, it's going to help massively with your strikes, and also if your left arm is collapsing and bending this way, your body can be lazy, where we want it to look something like this. We want it to be out, stretched here, and to get that club round there, we have to turn our body, rather than we get here, this collapses, and then we sort of can manufacture this finished position without the body even getting through the ball. So the drill for this, we don't even need a golf club. All you need is your right hand to tuck underneath your left arm, and what this is going to do is going to act as a barrier, so you can't get that left elbow winging out like this. So what it's going to do is just going to tuck it and hold this in place. So as you're swinging through, you can feel what that left arm needs to do. With this movement, you can get your chest turning towards the target and will look something more like this. If you want to try it with a golf club, all you have to do is hold the golf club in your lead hand. Again, tuck that right hand underneath the left arm and work into your finish position. Here, look, we can get the left arm really nice and extended out here. Look how far away that golf club is from your body. We've not got any of this going on. The body will even start activating because the club has got to get round here. So you can try this drill with or without a golf club. Either way, it's going to give you the perfect feel for how this lead arm should exit into your finish position. Day 4, and today's drill is going to be about putting. And the drill I'm going to give you is going to show you if you strike the ball out the centre of your putter or not. Now, it's so important to hit the middle of the putter face, because if you don't, how are you going to be able to control any distance? Because if it's coming out the toe or the heel, it's going to be coming off a different speed than in the middle of the putter face. Also, if you strike towards the toe, it's going to twist the club face open. If you strike towards the heel, the opposite effect's going to happen. So it's so important to get that ball starting out the middle of the club face, not only for distance control, but for also the start direction of your putt. The aim of this drill, what we want to do, we want to set the balls up so they're even like this. And then we place the putter head behind. The aim of this drill is to see if your club face comes back in square or not. Now, this drill is so good for training you to keep that club face as square as you can through the whole of the putt. If the toe's going to come in quicker because you've closed it, not only does the ball start left, the ball is going to be struck more towards the toe, and then vice versa. If the heel comes in early, the ball's going to be starting off to the right, and then also it's going to be struck more likely by the heel than the centre of the face, where different areas on this putter face are going to come off hotter and slower than others. So that's why it's so important for you to make sure you are striking it square and in the centre of the putter face, so then you can get a more consistent roll off the face every single time. And your final drill is using one of these. So this toilet roll is going to show you the feeling of how to get that perfect impact position and stop casting and early release. So casting and early release in the golf swing leads to awful strikes. So you're going to be hitting fats and thins because that club is releasing far too early than what it should be. All you need to do is go and get yourself a toilet roll and an iron. I've got my 8 iron here. Once you do, put the toilet roll on the grip end of the club. Make sure it slides all the way down to the head. Make sure you have enough space for this drill, first of all. If you don't in the house, go in the garden. I don't want any accidents. So I'm just gripping down on the club a little bit more just because I want to make sure I don't hit that ceiling. For this drill, swing the club up to the top of your backswing slowly. Get the toilet roll hitting your hands. Now, if you cast early, and what I mean by that, a cast means this movement. So that equates to an early release because you're releasing the club in the wrong place and at the top of your downswing. If you do that, the toilet roll is going to hit the head there. Now, you don't want the toilet roll to hit the club there because that means you've released early. All your power has been released there before you've even got to the golf ball. What we should be doing is, from the top of your backswing, you want to start turning your body. You want to feel like that toilet roll does not come off your hands, and you're going to maintain this angle between your right arm and the club shaft. So that club's going to stay up a lot higher than an early release. The club head comes down early, hence fats and thins. Where if that toilet roll is staying against your hands until the very, very last minute, all that power you've got stored there is going to get released through impact. If you can do this, your strike is going to be later in the swing, and then you'll be more likely to hit the golf ball first and then the ground, rather than when you release the club early, you're going to be hitting the ground early, or you're going to be hitting the top of the golf ball. Don't stop practicing this winter and give these indoor drills a go, and I will see you all very soon.